Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening from. Welcome again to my channel where we talk about brain health and optimizing brain health in order to optimize the whole body, so overall wellness. Today I'm going to talk about Parkinson's disease and its impact on memory. I'm sure a lot of you probably know what Parkinson's disease is. You might have seen people with Parkinson's disease such as Michael J. Fox, an actor who has openly talked about his struggles with Parkinson's. And Parkinson's is a disease that affects the dopamine system, where we are depleted of dopamine. And so we have so many different symptoms that come with it. And the most common that people know about are tremors or movement disorder. So today I'm going to focus on cognition, which often is seen in Parkinson's, but sometimes people really don't know about it. So how does Parkinson's disease really impact our memory? With dopamine depletion, we have damage to the dopamine producing nerve cells or neurons in the brain in an area called the substantia nigra, which is a word that means black substance. Dopamine is needed for movement. It's also needed for learning, for motivation, and for working memory. So when we have depletion of the dopamine, it affects our memory, and especially the working memory. It also affects what we call executive function, which is the frontal lobe makes decisions like planning, like organizing, like problem solving. So it also affects that area. Next, the deficits involving the cholinergic cells or cholinergic deficits. This leads to decreased acetylcholine in the brain, and this affects attention as well as memory encoding. So as we progress with the disease of Parkinson's, memory issues become more noticeable. Initially, subtle difficulty recalling names, difficulty multitasking, difficulty focusing, which is their attention. And people eventually can even get to some behavioral changes because of the frontal lobe involvement. So it's really crucial to notice that when someone has Parkinson's and they have memory loss, it does not necessarily mean that they've developed Alzheimer's type of memory loss. Now, somebody can have Parkinson's and also have Alzheimer's type dementia. But for the most part, we do see a lot of memory loss or dementia in people with Parkinson's, and we call it pseudo-dementia of Parkinson's, meaning sort of a false memory loss, but it is genuine cognitive problems in Parkinson's. So if your loved one who has Parkinson's disease and is exhibiting some signs of difficulty with remembering a phone number, or difficulty planning, switching tasks, prioritizing, or they have slowed thinking, which we call bradyphrenia, which is the slowing of the mental process. It takes them longer to comprehend what you're telling them. Or if they have more difficulty with concentration, they're easily distractible, they have hard times focusing, or they can't seem to recall things. You want to get them to see a neurologist for further management. On my next video, I'm going to talk about the natural ways we can also help these types of memory issues. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Part 2 of Parkinson's type cognitive dysfunction will follow. Thank you.